HSBC is preparing to cut 35,000 jobs worldwide. You heard that right, 35,000. But they're not the only ones. Companies across the world are planning to lay off employees by the thousands. Job cuts have not spared any major economy, including India. Here's a rundown of the job situation across the world.
As the global economy teeters on recession, last year's press releases on cost-cutting are turning into this year's pink slips. 2020 is turning out to be the year of job cuts, whatever we may choose to blame it on. Brexit, US-China trade war, or the deadly coronavirus. It is certain that there will be fewer jobs in the coming year. Nearly 50 banks across the world will together lay off over 75,000 employees. HSBC alone is planning to cull 35,000 jobs. Deutsche Bank is planning to get rid of 18,000 employees by 2022. And JP Morgan Chase plans to dismiss hundreds of employees this year after letting go of nearly 7,000 people in the last 4 years. All this in an attempt to slash costs. There is one more reason. With banks going digital, consumer-facing executives have become deadweight. And it's not just the banks. The auto industry is on a bumpy road. The once resilient German auto industry today resembles the now sleepy town of Detroit, the city that marks the fall of the US auto industry. Globally, more than 500,000 auto-related jobs were shed last year. Nearly 100,000 auto workers have lost their jobs in Germany, with the maker of Mercedes cars, Daimler, culling 10,000 jobs recently. Now Renault is planning to cull 20,000 jobs in Germany alone. Agreed, there is a massive shift to electric vehicles. But Trump's trade war made it worse. Jaguar Land Rover sales in China plummeted. The Indian-owned British luxury car maker is now looking to cut 500 jobs at its Halewood plant in the UK. The plan is to eventually let go of 4,500 people. While the trade war was seemingly cooling off, the deadly coronavirus has led to shutdown of factories in China, cutting off auto component sales to factories in Europe. 80,000 auto workers may lose their jobs this year. Closer home, Bosch is planning to cut thousands of jobs in India as the domestic auto industry shows no signs of recovery. Sony India cut hundreds of jobs. And if Vodafone Idea fails to gather enough money to pay off its dues to the government, over 13,000 people could lose their jobs. Even the state-run BSNL and MTNL could not remain bloated. Nearly 93,000 employees were given the golden handshake. While startups keep mushrooming, unicorns like Oyo, Paytm and Uber are shedding flab in India. Oyo fired 2,500 people last month. IT employees in India, especially mid to senior level staff, stand the risk of losing their jobs, as most firms are likely to lay off over 5 to 8% of total workforce in the coming quarters. That translates to about 10 to 20,000 employees in each large firm. The question is, where will these people go? Bureau Report, WION, World is One.